Good morning, it's Junk Journal July. The last day. Yay! Splashing my drink everywhere. It's hotter than Hades here in the craft room. I've had to close the window because, you know, it's a red hot day. And obviously that's the time to do your gardening. I thought it's a weekday. I'll be able to have my window open. No! So, what am I going to do? We're going to do celebrate. That's the last theme. What I thought we'd do is, and I'll probably do this quickly straight away now, is we would matte gel this onto here. I've got this big butterfly, but you can see all the gubbins like underneath. It's not taken from the other side, but that's okay. So I thought we would have our words going through, sort of celebrate Junk Journal July, and we would use like these things that are my leftover printables. So I'm going to fussy tear that out. I might do a bit of extra colouring on that. I might put some labels on. Might use the labels. I have left the door open, so if you can hear traffic noise, that's from the other window on the other side of the house. I waited and the sun's coming round, so it's going to hit this side of the house, and I thought I can't wait any longer because even if I had the window open, it still would be really warm in here. That's the only thing about this room. It's a bit of a room of extremes. Gesso, or is that paint on you? Or glue? I think it's glue. Change my water out. So yeah, so we're going to do a double spread, but it's not going to be very busy. I was emptying my scraps box from Junk Journal July, and I was thinking, what do I put on it? Do I put like paper fairies? Because we did, you know, we started with them. What shall I do? And I think we're just going to keep it simple. Just going to keep it simple. I can't believe you know, I was looking back at the amount of videos that I've made in the past month. I started just before July with some flip throughs of like past Junk Journal July books, just to sort of warm me up. I've done some changes in the craft room. It's like kind of prompted some thought about how I use this space. So I'm currently just sitting on my brand new chair that came this morning. Miles put it together for me. I've got a printer under this scarf, and I have cleared that side out and sort of rationalised it somewhat. I'm about 90% there before I feel like I can share my room. Just got a few more bits and pieces to do, and then choose my time of day when I do it. It might be very early in the morning. I was thinking I might do it like early Thursday morning before everybody's awake, inside and out. That way I can keep all the windows open, because I'm British and we don't have air conditioning. We have windows. That's basically it. We have windows and sort of strategic opening and closing of windows. So if we didn't have good airflow, I would have kept this window closed. But because we have like a really good airflow, so basically have two windows that open completely, so it just looks like a hole in the wall on opposite sides of the house, and it just sort of pulls the air through and keeps it cool. That only doesn't work like when, was it last year or 2000, I think it was 22, and we had that 40 degree couple of days where it was 40 degrees. Oh man, that was warm. That was warm. What's going on here? Oh, it's just extra bits folded over. We're alright with that. Yeah, so I hope you're all alright. I'm going to keep up with the Junk Journal July, with the YouTubing, even after Junk Journal July is finished. It has inspired my creativity, which is what I wanted it to do. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put that on the really warm windowsill. It'll be dry in no time. Right, so we have this. We've got the word celebrate. We've got Junk Journal July and this little 20-foot tab that I quite like. And we've got this little Junk Journal July label as well that I quite like. I was considering printing another one off because I've got my printer. Oh, that was so exciting yesterday when he set it up. I could have set it up, but it's just easier if he sets it up. Just easier. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this out, and then I might go around some of the bits with my little black marker. Quite like that. Have I got that more than once? Oh, I do. I'm just thinking things through. I think what I'm going to do is create a label out of the things we've got here rather than digging in. I might still have to dig in. But try and use all these bits up. Oh, that makes it a little bit more poppy. You can see what I'm doing. Oh, this has been victim of the overspray, but it'll be alright. Just making it up as we go along. I do some planning. I kind of get a general idea, but I do a lot of making things up as I go along, which for me is part of my creativity, I think. What do we think? I quite like. My new Liquitex has not arrived, but I now have a place to store all my glues other than my massive PVA, which is I'm using as a doorstop. That, you know, like all my spare glues, they're all in a box underneath this desk actually. I've cut that a bit too short. Let's add a little bit onto there. I enjoy like making bits out of bits. I don't know why. I do, so I'm going with it. So I had a restless night really. I don't sleep well in the heat. We're having a mini heat wave. you've had a needle in, so I know you're not blocked. Let's get all this gunk off. I need to put my bin closer by. I've got a little basket on my radiator, but I don't think that's cutting it. Because my craft room was sort of set up to work on the bed where I would spread out. Whereas now I work at the desk more, which is a good thing. My chair's really comfy. I've got lumbar support, although I'm leaning forward, but I'm not leaning too forward. Okay, that's a lot better, a lot more comfortable. Stick that one on first. Where is it? Can you trim that a little bit more? So yeah, so I sort of cleared the top off yesterday, and now I've only got one crate, and Miles found an old cupboard door in the garage. He's a collector of wood, so out of his wood stash. And that's now like it's made like a raised desk really, where we have the printer. Okay, I'm gonna do that. You're gonna hear noises from the house because I live in a house with other people and I've got the door open. But I am gonna trying to stop muttering. I'm aware I'm muttering. That reminds me to get Miles to find that microphone. I'm just using the black pen to go over, and because I can't draw a circle precisely, I've done it like that. I'm just going to go on the outsides of some bits of these letters, just to sort of offer a highlight really. Oh, I like that. I think we'll do that in black. Yeah. Okay. Let's carry on making this label. Challenge, isn't it? Can I piece all this together? Let's do this one first, actually. Oh, it's famine a feast with this glue. It's the warm weather. I've noticed this is the Collall glue. I'm getting it all over my fingers. And I've noticed that when it's warm, it's a lot more runny. Okay. That's good because that's gone over the middle, I think. I'll use that. Nope, stop muttering, Lindsay. So I think I'll film a tour. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or it'll be Thursday morning. Depends on how much I get done with this really warm room, whether I want to stay in here any longer once I've done this video. I do plan to do another video, and it's actually from one of my most unpopular videos, a video that's not been watched. I think it's only been watched 6 times, and it's a Junk Journal July one where I make another stamp. It's a button one where I make actually a vintage button stamp. And I don't know enough about YouTube whether the thumbnail wasn't very bright because the colours I used were quite muted, or algorithms, or whether just, there's only, only so many people were interested in it. I'm not quite sure how it all works. But I like the idea of what I did. So I think a process video of it that's not connected to Junk Journal July. We'll see how we go. Well, it's about making your own supplies, really. Or making the best of what the supplies you have. So we're going to celebrate Junk Journal July. I like it just torn. I was wondering if I was going to put that in a label. Oh, I need that little doobry because it's got the date on it. It's going to be a simple one, I think, because what I'll do is we'll futz about with the marker pens on the little garden. I might put some more butterflies on. But it shouldn't be too complicated. It doesn't have to be. That is one of the lessons I've learned from Junk Journal July. Is like, you can make things really complicated, but things don't have to be. Things can just, they don't have to be perfect. I like that. Do I want to go around the outside, I think I do. I've lost my little goldy green in the move. I've put it somewhere safe, I think. My little palette. But I've corralled all my other palettes. So there we go. So we're going to use this one, which is an old one, but a favourite. It's got a brush in it. It's got like reds, coppery colours, bronze. I really like that brown. You can tell the colours I go for because they're the ones that are the most used. Let's see. What ones that'll pop? I think by this little one we're going to do this pink. And they're going to be very dry because I haven't used them in ages. But now I've got it organised so that I can reach things where I'm sat on the desk. There are a few things I've got to get up and go to the other desk for. But mostly I can reach things from here. Oh yeah, I like that. I've got some tweezers. Let's use them. I have a set, I need to find them. I think they're in my big felt tote where you don't have to hold on tight. You can just sort of, it's when you actually let go that it grips, if you know what I mean. Like crafting tweezers. I have no idea where I got these things from. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea. Okay. Put that down onto something. Put it in that hot sun. I'm going to check to see if they finished gardening once I've done this video. Now, I have to get a different colour. See in here, so this is an old palette. It's got a mixture of things in it, this one. So it's got like what was originally there, and then I've found other bits and pieces and just added it in as and when. But it's got a nice green, that one. So this palette's really old, it's years old. I think it was one of the first things I bought. And then like as of like, I think these are from charity shops. Like the not metallic coloured ones. That I've just, you find them like in a bag of things. Or in a pencil case, or like just, you go on those random piles. Oh yeah, I like that. I don't want to spray the water on because I want to put it back. So if I was going to leave it out, I'd spray the water all over it, but I want to put it back. Again, I'll put this in the hot window. So I guess, I mean, this is similar to like inking it, isn't it? I just think it's got a bit of 3D. It's a bit better. Shall I leave these palettes open? Where can I put them? Put them on top of my laptop, but it's on top of the printer. That'll be fun. I've covered it in a nice Liberty scarf, which is nice. I was like, oh, that'll go over. And I'm gonna hang on my wall. I'm gonna hang some scarves on the walls as well, because I've not really decorated in here, as in put things on the walls. It's become like a very functional room, and I want it to be pleasant. So I've got notions. Somebody, I think it was Lisa, liked that page, which was really encouraging, because I would say that's probably the weakest page I've done in the book. Genuinely, that's what I think. I mean, we're all very critical of our own stuff, aren't we? But like as I was doing it, I think I might have even mentioned it in the video. I was like, oh, I would have done it this way, or and normally that doesn't worry me. And it didn't really worry me then, because I just thought, well, it is what it is. In fact, I do remember saying that. It is what it is. But it's always nice and validating, isn't it, when somebody sort of says, oh, I really like that. And do you want to know something else? I found that stamp and the die. It was like literally, I finished that video and then I started sorting these shelves out and the boxes. And I have, on the bottom shelf, I've got all these, they're like black craft gift bags from when we used to have the photography business. That's why like the prints would go in these bags, like posh shopping bags, and we've got quite a few left over, so yeah, I just use them as storage totes, really. That and Christmas, like anybody, if you get a gift off me, it'll be in one of them bags. We used to have some really big ones and some small ones. I've used all them up. Then we're just gonna have to tear this, Lindsay. Not worry about it. I might have to glue it again a little bit as well. Oop, don't tear the page. So yeah, that was always nice to be encouraged in that way. good thing is there's no heat gun noise because that sun's so hot. I've not fletted anything I need of. So I've given it a good hoover. It needs another good hoover. And there's a few bits and pieces I just need to, if not completely sort out, at least have an idea where things go. Okay. I like my new chair though. Let's do some colouring. It does feel a lot better to have this chair. I hope I'm not banging I'm sort of leant closer to the desk. That's why I'm worried that you get a full frontal shot to my boobs, which I'm sure you know because I'm more in the middle, but it's just more comfortable. Just building up the colour with the like Posca pens. I think purple's getting hit now. Then we'll move on to another colour. So what was your favourite part of Junk Journal, July? Do you just watch it or do you actively participate? Because I remember 2021 I didn't do it. I made a couple of books, but I didn't do Junk Journal July. I watched a lot of YouTubers doing it, but I just was like, oh, I don't know, it might have been where I was at, as in life, that I just couldn't get my head around it. So I didn't do it. But then I did it in 22, and then again last year. Yeah, and I think it's really helped me improve what I do. I found it just very creative and showing the possibilities, and then adding the YouTube bit, because this is something I've wanted to do for a long time. I think I've mentioned that before, that I sort of had the camera set up since January 23 and I didn't do anything about it. And I remember I had a friend over and we were making some Christmas wreaths and she was like, oh, you should do it like before Christmas. But I just couldn't. I think I'd just come out of a really stressful job. For lots of reasons that job was stressful. It wasn't very well paid, but it was stressful. And I just needed a break. I needed to recharge my batteries. And it's okay to take a break. Yeah. Definitely okay to take a break. So just layering the colours up, not being too precise, even coming off the flowers a little bit, make it look like pollen. I'll be adding some orange, but add yellow to the orange ones as well. It's disappearing a little bit, but it will all add to it. But yeah, I didn't sleep well last night. I was asleep really early. I was asleep before 10 o'clock. Because it was like 9:15 when I said to Miles, I think I'm going to go up. And then I came and I put my head down, and before I know it, I was asleep. You know, like when you don't remember falling asleep. But then I woke up 2:30. My body was like, yeah, you're awake now. So I ended up doing, I think it's in medieval time they had this, where like people had this extra time in the night where they get up and they do things, and that particularly in the winter because they didn't have electricity and stuff, so they had like this sort of middle of the night situation, and that's what I had. I kind of got up, I went to the loo obviously because that's what you do. I made myself a big icy water. I came back up and I watched some random things on my computer. We don't have a TV in our bedroom, but I do take my laptop in there sometimes. So I've got my laptop, put something random on it. And then when I felt really sleepy, I just switched. I have an audiobook. I listen to Pride and Prejudice. And I've been doing it since 2017 and it just works like a charm most of the time. I just listen to it on a loop, and it's one I found on YouTube, and it's read by this woman called Karen Savage. And if you like, and it shows your age, what kind of Pride and Prejudice do you like? Because I like the 1995 one with Colin Firth in it and Jennifer Earle, and the woman Alison Steadman who plays the mum. This reader has her down to a T. Yeah, I really like it. And I know I have an idea of how much I've slept and how whereabouts I am in the story, because I know it so well now. But I just wake up. I think it's menopause, to be honest. Just hitting me. Gotta ride with it. I've got a brighter red than this. Yeah, I don't like that. So, yeah. When's enough too much? I think I want to go, because I want to go out on something that's too warm at the minute, and it's got to be warm again tomorrow. I might try for the lavender farm tomorrow. I'll see what his nib says. What do we think? Green, and then we're done. Oh, it's not been used. I've had another idea. I'm full of ideas. So this is a little bit of a paper man chain that I put in a journal. And I needed one less. I can't remember why. So I've kept it around because it's a good template to make like a paper chain. But I thought, because I was thinking about Christmas, and as I was sorting out, I have so much of that Amazon brown packing paper. And I thought, I know we can do like collage fodder and all of that stuff. Which I'll watch a few videos and see if I can get any ideas of like, make it simpler. But I thought, what about sort of paper, I mean, would you call it a paper man chain? I don't even know what you call it, but with robins, and I just need a stamp and work it around a stamp so it's detailed, and then you can sort of put the colour for the red on it, but it would have some detail because of the stamp. That's what I'm thinking is. I'm sure there's a way. I've got a stamp, a crafty individual stamp that's a robin, that's quite big, because I'm thinking all you need is the beak or the breast to meet one side and the tail and the wings to meet on the other, and it doesn't have to be a lot, it could just be like a little tiny bit. And then I love Christmas. I do. Right, that dark green, and then I'm going to bring it together. I better do some gold splatters. I've not done any splatters. I think that stuff will be dry now. Where's me? Do I want to put any gold around him? I don't think so. I think he's magnificent. And I'm thinking of letting him be a bit loose and just sort of gluing him. This is a tip in this page. So if I glue him so he's not quite on the turn, yeah, that's how I glue him. Let's put him down. So this comes from a fantastic book that I got from one of those libraries, again on the bottom floor, and that, you know, not one that people would buy or take. It was right on the bottom with a load of other stuff that was a bit damp, but it was a 1970s butterfly book that's photographs, and all, like I said, you can see all the legs and stuff underneath. Right, where's my bits? They're here, baking in the sun. Then we'll have that other little bit when I find it attached on that end. Have it that way. The bend of the book will be, yeah, it's not on a crucial bit, we're alright. Oh, a bit too much of that glue. So yeah, so I've got ideas. Lots of ideas. We'll run with them. I'm going to put some more butterflies on this, I think we will. I just grabbed a load of things out of the scrap basket. So I'm going to go back through and see if there's anything we can add to this page. I can't find the one I've cut out, so I'll cut another one out. So my printer is, let's see what it's called, the Epson EcoTank, Epson EcoTank ET-4800, and it was on Amazon. I actually bought it off Amazon. I was going to go to Curry's, which is like a big store that sells technology. And I just thought, I'm just going to get it. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to get it. So I got it. It arrived promptly. Well, no, it didn't arrive probably, but I'm glad I got it. Okay, so we celebrated Junk Journal July by doing the technique we've done before. I'm going to put some gold on it. I might put a gold frame around it. I don't want these letters. So there were some of the bits from the party pack. I've already kind of used some up. Got my old letters and napkins on book pages. I don't think we need them actually. Clearing my desk. Here we are. Let's put some of these on. I was wondering, was I going to make it like an illuminated text? You know, I did on that aged day. I have a video for every day where I'm a bit more talkative than I am today. I think it's because I didn't sleep. Didn't sleep, guys. I just don't know what's happening with the sleep. I'm glad I closed that curtain because I can feel the sun even through it, and it's aligned. It's like got a fleecy line. Where is the little tin? This is what I do when I might not need to do any cutting up. Let's see what we've got here. This ended up just being a random catch-all instead of butterflies. Well, let's put all them in that scraps basket. Oh, we've got the... I've got the... I like her to have a house. So I've got that one. I like that one. These blue ones. Any more? I want them the napkin ones. Okay. Is it a flotilla of butterflies? Is that what you say? I'll just glue them down in the middle again. That's how I want it. We had bright pink, didn't we? We've done this before, but with bright pink. Let's go with that. Oh yeah. That's gonna make it pop. Let's put some pink on these as well. What do we think? do like how it makes it painterly just using these marker pens on the top of this napkin. I actually think it'd be nice on some furniture. I've been watching Made by Marley and how she does amazing furniture. I just know that I wouldn't get away with it in this house. I might do I've got a green bureau that I got from the side of the road. Painted it green. But there we go. I think that's it. Do I put some gold around the outside? Let's do a bit of that. Where's that other palette? Let's do the bright gold. I'll spray that. It's going to take me ages. So I didn't use that much out of the party pack. In fact, I don't think I used anything out of a party pack this year, other than like the stuff specifically about Junk Journal July that you could just get off the prompt list. But that might be because I just have lots of printables anyway and bits and pieces, so I should imagine if you're just starting, it would be really good. And there was instructions about the prompts, and if you didn't feel any creative spark, what to do then, that was a really good idea. But I didn't use any of the bits. I've mudded this gold up. It's alright though. Not gonna worry. It's only paper. I think because it's artistic, it's more artistic than, say, scrapbooking or card making. And I'm not saying those things are not artistic, because I definitely think that they are. But there's certain formulas, isn't there, that you do, particularly like with a card. You might get like an example to follow. The process itself is very creative, but you're sort of following. Well, you can't do that with junk journaling. You have to sort of, true junk journaling, you have to kind of use what you have. You have to go with your supplies, really, and that's what I really like about it. It's like the whole process for me is just fun. And it encourages me not to be perfect in it. I don't have to strive for perfection. I just have to enjoy the process. There's a metaphor for life there. Should have sandpapered this. We'll do a video on sandpapering. That would help that paint stick. So I said yesterday that it was a bit like that last day of your holiday. Well, we're on the plane now and we're going home. So it's bittersweet. There we go. Junk Journal July 2024. It's finished. Closer look. Just using her printables, her prompt. I think there's a certain sort of completeness about that. It's very Lindsay Page, colourful. It's not crazy with all the crazy this stuff, the spraying. But every page doesn't have to be that. You can be different, and that's what I like about it. So there we go. I think I'll do a separate flip through. I might do that. I don't know whether I'll do that this week or next week. I might do it tomorrow actually, because then it's still technically Junk Journal July, isn't it? There we go. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed being with you. And I will see you later. Yeah, I'm going to have some lunch and then I think I'm going to make a video about those stamps. If it's not too warm in here and if they've stopped gardening. And I might put that out today or I might put that out tomorrow. We'll see. You'll see me around. I will be back. I am not just for Junk Journal July. So thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on this. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. You have really kind of like gladdened my heart. Yeah. If you want to join the party, it's not very energetic, but hopefully fun, and I have lots of ideas. Hit that subscribe button, click the little bell, do all those YouTubey things that'll help my little channel grow. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time for more junk journaling. Bye bye.